Chuck Todd is NBC's political director and moderator of Meet the Press. Chuck, good morning. It's good to see you. So President Biden goes overseas for 8 days, comes home to find that not much has changed, frankly, in all these fights that Monica just laid out on infrastructure, voting rights, police reform. It's nice for Democrats that Joe Manchin has some kind of a compromise, but that doesn't get you anywhere with Republicans, does it?
No, it doesn't. Cynically, I was wondering, what if Stacey Abrams had come out against it? Would that have changed Mitch McConnell's mind on that?
Right.
Doubtful, but still, look, you see that. I think what's been fascinating is how little we've heard from President Biden on any of this, right? He has been very cautious publicly with his words on the infrastructure deal or police reform or voting rights. He is not, it's as if, at some point, though, he's got to sort of lean in, right? He's going to have to lean in. Maybe it's to bring progressives on board, this compromise infrastructure. He's going to have to lean in to get Manchin and Sinema to agree to at least do a Part 2 Democrats alone reconciliation. He may have to lean in and figure out if the Manchin voting rights compromise is something worth trying to take further. The point is, we're sort of in a holding pattern here on Capitol Hill until the president decides how to use his political capital. And look, he's got to make a decision soon because this stuff, the longer it sort of percolates on Capitol Hill, the more it'll be death by a thousand cuts.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell, Republicans, leaving no mystery, saying we are not going to support this stuff. So if you're going to do it, you're going to have to do it alone by and large. Let's talk about the trip, Chuck. The EU, NATO, the G7, of course, the meeting with Vladimir Putin a few days ago in Geneva, Switzerland. What is your takeaway from those 8 days? What did the president accomplish?
Well, we're going to see. I mean, I thought the most significant effort he made is what's gotten the least amount of coverage, and that was this idea of trying to get both NATO and European allies focused on China more as a threat than as an economic partner, right? That is not something that the entire European alliance is all on board for, or the NATO alliance. And I think some people are wondering, does this mean NATO, the NATO security umbrella, is going to stretch all the way into the Pacific Rim? I think that was something that highly significant. We'll see if that's a pivot that continues. But then there is the issue with Russia and Putin. And this was a darned if you did it and darned if you didn't, right? You had to elevate them. You had to have this meeting because at the end of the day, perhaps Navalny's life was on the line. You had to figure out if there was something to be done to halt these cyber attacks. But you did have to elevate Putin while doing it, right? So, and that's going to be a decision we'll find out in the next 3 to 6 months whether it was a good idea or not.
And we'll see if Vladimir Putin was listening to the messages. We'll probably find out in short order from President Biden. Chuck, thanks so much. We'll look for much more, of course, this morning on Meet the Press, when Chuck is joined by Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont, Senator Rob Portman of Ohio, and former National Security Council official Fiona Hill.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.